Hello and welcome back to EAC, the movie, TV show, and video game review channel that hopefully gives you a little bit of a basis on whether one of those things is good or bad. Today I'm joined by my special friend Bill.
Hey.
And we are going to be reviewing my special friend. That sounded really weird. My special guest, Bill. My friend Bill. And we are going to be reviewing the LEGO Ninjago movie. And we are both huge fans of the LEGO Ninjago TV show. So when we saw this... This is my DVD. I didn't see it in theaters. Did you see it in theaters? I got it on the DVD for Christmas because I didn't see it in theaters, and I'm a huge fan of Ninjago, so I wanted to see it. I saw it, and neither of us were very impressed by this movie. I mean, being huge fans of the TV show, it kind of strayed away from what the whole TV show was really about. First of all, the main character in this movie is Lloyd, and Garmadon, him and Garmadon have this, Garmadon is, of course, his father, and they have this really weird relationship. They're trying to, first of all, defeat each other. Lloyd is kind of fighting for Ninjago City, while Garmadon is trying to take over it, but they're also kind of trying to connect with each other, father and son, like they used to, I guess. And, what are your thoughts on this movie? Because, I mean, we both had kind of mixed reviews on it.
One thing that I did think was very weird was that Garmadon had, he lived on a volcano. And usually,
something not in the show.
Yeah, exactly. That was never in the show. So, also, I thought that his minions were weird, because they went from stone it was skeletons, snakes, stone warriors, and then sharks. Where did this come from? Also, Lloyd's mom, they hinted at it during the TV show, but they didn't even, make a groundbreaking, oh yeah, Lloyd, your mother is, she's a great ninja.
Here she is.
Yeah, exactly.
Right here.
She's
a ninja.
It's so weird. And then also, one thing that I thought was very odd was that Sensei Wu said, you have to follow me to find the true way of the ninja. Although Lloyd has already accomplished the Golden Dragon, which was so-called the hardest achievement for the ninja, and he's already accomplished it. And Sensei Wu is just an old man.
He's the ultimate spinjitzu master in the show.
And then Sensei Wu says, "Oh, well, you're not ready yet." So then he just brings them on a massive conquest of nothing, and then
exactly.
Yeah.
This movie is one of the most cliche. This is not like the Lego Movie or the Lego Batman movie, but those movies were very funny. I found this enjoyable at some parts, you can watch it, but not nearly as good as the other two, and it makes it even worse that we are big fans of the TV show, and they kind of really strayed away from what that was and did their own thing. I mean, I get that, because if you didn't watch the TV show and you saw this, what are ninjas doing in a city fighting Garmadon, who's what is he supposed to be? If you didn't see the TV show, then you wouldn't really understand that, first of all. But I get that they kind of want it to be a storyline that everyone could follow. Lloyd having trouble with Garmadon, his dad. But, I mean, us watching the TV show, we understood every single character. And they just really focused on just Lloyd and just Garmadon. Everyone else was kind of just put off to the side. Jay, my favorite character in the TV show, was kind of a wimp. And really, I didn't really like him in this movie. Kai, Cole, Nia, and Zane, they were also just put off to the side, not given any character traits. And it's really weird, because if you saw this movie, not seeing the TV show, you would be like, oh, the TV show must be about Lloyd and Garmadon. No, it's about all the ninjas. Every ninja gets their own kind of dedicated episode of them and their issues and their family. Exactly. There's one episode that's your favorite, one of your favorite.
Yeah. So my favorite character is Cole, and my favorite episode, I don't know the episode name, don't blame me on that, but it's when Cole and his dad are having problems, and the whole entire team convinces Cole to go up and sing with his dad, and then they end up doing that at the Opera House. That is personally my favorite episode, including Mayhem at the Subway. I don't think that's actually the real name, is when, who was it? Yes, it was Jay. He put Kai's clothes in Zane's wash, so all the clothes, all of Zane's suits were pink. And that was also personally one of my favorite episodes. But I didn't like how Cole was in the movie because he was more like a hipster. He was kind of more laid back.
Literally on the back of the DVD, he's holding a boombox and looks like a big, cool, strong guy.
Yeah, I didn't like that because if you think in the TV show, he's the leader. It literally says that in the first episode, Cole the leader.
Yeah.
Also, Zane, I don't like how now he's more of an arithmetic guy and he's... Like, he was always like that, but not like this.
He was, in this movie, they just see him as, like, a weird robot guy. That's it in this movie. Yeah. Also, there's also one other thing. In this movie, they're at high school, and they become ninjas. And if you haven't seen the show, you have no idea what's going on. They literally are regular people by day, I guess, and then ninjas by night. In their lockers, they have these compartments that go down to the ninja lair or whatever. They become ninjas. It's like, what is that supposed to mean if you're going into this movie? Oh, it's going to be like the LEGO movie or the LEGO Batman movie. Everyone knows Batman. I mean, but this movie, if you haven't seen the show, it's just kind of, you're just focused on Lloyd and Garmadon and not everything else. It's like, oh, the high school. What about the high school? How are they ninjas? You don't know what happened in the TV show to relate it to the movie like we can because we've seen the TV show a lot of times. And yeah, to say the least, I was pretty disappointed in this movie. The only reason why I have the DVD is because I didn't see the movie. It's not because I liked it and I got the DVD like Gravity.
I have one point that in the series, Cole hadn't turned into a ghost.
He did not. That was a huge storyline in the TV show. He turned into a ghost. And again, back to the character thing of them all having their own problems. It only focuses on Lloyd in this movie. Not all of the other ninjas with their own problems.
Yeah.
So, go ahead.
But another thing that I didn't really like was how they made the brown ninja react. Like, he wasn't very much in the movie, but he was a very comedic part in the Ninjago series. Like, let's take the Great Race. That was a great episode. I remember that episode very well. But they kind of pushed him out. Also, we can not only neglect the movie, we should also talk about a few of the good parts.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
They're also all following Sensei Wu, which in the show, yeah, they did teach him, but they kind of went along on their own. I kind of liked how Sensei Wu leaded them, I guess, in this movie. Voiced by Jackie Chan, which was kind of awesome. But
also, another pinpoint was that actually, Jackie Chan likes having the movie reacted in real life. So once they were done with the movie, Jackie Chan had them all do like as many of the movie scenes as possible in real life. Yeah,
I did not know that.
I watched a little thing about that.
Like behind the scenes, or
behind the scenes.
That is cool. I did not know that. It's a fun fact to you as much as it is to me. And there were good parts of the movie. Some of the jokes worked. Not as much as the LEGO movie or the LEGO Batman movie. Alright, sorry about that, guys. My battery just died on my camera for a quick second. But yeah, so you had another point about the vehicles in the movie.
So, the vehicles have changed again. I can't really complain about this. I kind of like how the vehicles have changed. A few of the vehicles I did not like. Take Cole's for an instance. I didn't like how it was like a big old beefy box car.
Yeah.
Also, it makes sense why the vehicles have changed. I like Mia's vehicle; that looked very nice.
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense because throughout the whole series, they've gone through the dragons, and then they got the cars, and because of the elemental weapons.
Every series they have their own.
Yeah, they have their own type of vehicle. So personally, I would rate this movie a 5.
I will give it, we talked about this before the review, okay, what are we going to give this movie? And we decided to give it a 5 out of 10 because it does have some good qualities to it, but just being huge fans of the show, I mean, it was kind of disappointing on our part to see this movie. And yeah, so that was our grade for the LEGO Ninjago movie. Definitely, in my opinion, the worst out of all the LEGO movies. Even though there are some good qualities to it, again, we've seen the TV show, and we were kind of let down about this. Something else about, there's one scene at the beginning which I thought was so cliche, and a lot of people have said this, like movie reviews about it. The movie starts with, it's not like, I mean, they never talked about this in the LEGO Batman movie, but in the LEGO movie, it was a kid's imagination. In this one, it is Jackie Chan in a shop of some kind telling a kid.
Yes.
So, I don't know, I mean, that's, first of all, very cliche. Oh, I'm going to tell you a story about the Legend of Ninjago, about that, to start a movie like that.
So practically from it doing that, it's cutting us off by saying the whole entire story of Ninjago has been made up into a fable.
Yes.
So they're saying that Ninjago, that's all fake. Also, Ninjago is very changed in this movie. There's never a volcano dying.
You also said this earlier about like the sharks and stuff, but like what are shark creatures and different fishes doing in a volcano?
In a volcano.
We have plenty of disagreements with this movie, but as we said, give it a 5 out of 10. Hopefully you all enjoyed this review. Hopefully we can make more in the future, video games, TV shows, and more movies like this, which we both have opinions on in our own way. 5 out of 10 for the LEGO Ninjago movie. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and hopefully we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Bye.